In the rugged hills and dense forests of Thrace, a forgotten kingdom stirs. The Odrysian kingdom is no mere coalition of wild tribes, it is a nation reborn. Once a powerful force in the Balkans, it now fights for survival, its territory a fraction of what it once was. But decline is not destiny. The kings of Odrysia have adopted the tools of civilization, blending Greek language and culture with the fierce independence of the Thracian spirit. Their warriors fight with the discipline of Ramphia and the fury of mountain clans. Yet storm clouds gather. To the southwest, the ever-ambitious Macedonians eye Thrace with imperial hunger. To the north and west, Celtic raiders prowl like wolves, ever eager to feast on the spoils of war. The idea of a Daco-Thracian confederation grows louder with every passing moon, a potential brotherhood of blood and purpose that could secure dominance over the Danube and beyond. Survival alone is not enough. The Odrysian kings dream of conquest, of reclaiming lost glories, of crushing Macedon and driving the Celts into the forests from whence they came. With shrewd alliances, perhaps with the Apulians, the Illyrian pirates, or the Dacian tribes, Odrysia may yet forge a new empire amid the chaos. Iron is plenty in Thrace. What it needs now is unity. This is the rise of Thrace. The forest sings with war.
Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2 Emperor Edition here today on the channel. We're going to be starting a brand new campaign as the Odrysian Kingdom. We're going to be playing as the Thracians on my sub-mod pack, which is available to members always. So, let's get stuck into this campaign without further ado. Never played as the Odrysian Kingdom before. Let's start. Alright. Objective issued. Welcome to Odessos, our capital. Welcome to the lands of Thrace. So we want to reclaim Thracian sovereignty. We want to conquer these rich lands in and around Romania, Bulgaria and the Balkans. Build up some mighty cities, expand our trade and go to war with various other Celtic rival kingdoms and nomadic raiders. So let's get some spearmen straight off the bat, and we want to build up before we can push and get all of Thrace under our control. We've got the Celtic tribes, we've also got the Macedonians there too. The Getae or the Dacians are of a similar blood to us, and there's a lot of various tribes in and around our neck of the woods. So I think first up we'll go with supply foraging, and here is the summary and the governmental structure, and then we've also got our family tree with our king, 2 heirs, and our queen too, who can actually be a deployable character, as Thracian noble women can command armies. Alright, let's move the army here to Odessos. Let's now move our dignitary here and activate them. Alright, so we're going to try and build up before we go to war with the Celtic tribes around us. Let's end the turn and continue. So I think we're going to try and ally with the Greeks and the various Greek city-states, and obviously want to make our way to Illyria, because I think potentially we might be able to make a confederation with them too. Okay, at the moment we just got access to spears. I love these unit cards. This looks so good in this mod. Okay, so I want to try and get some more. I don't want to halt our recruitment. Okay, construction has been complete now at the top of the turn. And we want to try and rush Thracian warriors as quickly as possible. Not the strongest unit roster, especially with our culture too, but we can get some really cool Phallac and Greek hybrid armies towards the mid to late game. Okay, so currently sitting with 12 units now. We do have a lot of access to mercenaries, but we're not going to get them. We're going to try and continually recruit where we can. 270 BC before we push down against Tylus. We've got Bithynia and Pontus there too, and we'll try and get some negotiations here with the Dacians. Nice, the Getae will give us a non-aggression pack. Hopefully we can try and farm relations with them as much as we can. Okay, my dignitary can get a +5 tax increase, so let's do that. Let's get the -1 public order. Alright, 13 units here now, mostly spearmen, still 2 turns away before we can get access to Thracian warriors from the bronze workshop, so you're going to need to focus on that. I think we'll try and save a bit of our money. We will get some spearmen here and there just in case we do get attacked during the end turn phase. There's always a chance, but we'll see how we go. So Tylos wants military access. Oh, I'm going to reject that. But they're actually at war with the Macedonians. That's good for me, so they can focus down in the south. Hopefully they push into Philippopolis and start weakening themselves. Because at the moment I desire all the lands of Thrace. Still 1 turn remaining. Just keeping an eye here, the mercs are still expensive. Okay, so... Oh, the Getae are at war with a nomadic tribe in the north. So, I'm going to try and get military access with them. I'm just going to farm relations. Can I join your war against them? They're pretty far away. Okay, I can't get a confederation. I can't join the war for confederation. How about try and lump? Okay, so that's not going to work. But it will give me better relations. So I will join your war. Man, if I could get a confederation, unite the Dacians and the Odrysian kingdom, that would be massive for us. And I do think the Illyrian pirates, in theory, should be able to side with us too. Nice, they've accepted that war. Okay, so they're at war with them too. Can I make a non-aggression pact with you? Nice, with the nomadic raiders. We've got the Greeks there in Cameria. I would like to get negotiations with them. Pontus too. Unfortunately, in this position of the map, we don't have access to any resources. There is a lead mine to the west in the Tribali, but we're going to need to get more lands quite quickly. Alright, let's end the turn and continue. And once we build up, we should have a pretty big conflict between Rome and Carthage, and it's going to be fascinating to see who dominates the Mediterranean, whether that be Greece, Anatolia, or over there in Rome. So let's go get that. Can I do anything else? No, okay, so those nomadic horsemen shouldn't threaten us too much. Okay, so Macedon is at war with them. Oh, they're actually besieging, it's Polpadava. It's Philippopolis in 1212 AD that I was playing recently. Okay, so we can get access to 3 Thracian warriors off the rip, so let's definitely do that. Do I get the unit of spears? Sure, because then we can probably attack next turn. So we've got an opportunity here to push down and take our second piece of territory in Thrace. Let's hope that it's a stalemate in Polpadava and that they don't take it and then have the opportunity to attack us in the north. Okay, so unfortunately it has now fallen, which is disappointing, but so be it. Okay, those units are being constructed, or recruited rather. So they have 2 pieces of territory now. Macedon has been thrown out, so I will negotiate with the Macedonians, who are at war with Athens too, and have a defensive alliance with Sparta. Can I get and force any negotiations through with that? Instead of straight up war decking them, it's always trying to force the dealers better. So maybe I just join the war straight up, and then that's going to change things. Okay, but they're still very reluctant. So I am now at war with Tylos, and we're going to be going at war with the Celtic tribes. Alright, so can I move my navy in too, just to distract theirs more or less? And let's maintain that blockade. Nice, and have our first battle here. They have 1,500, we outnumber them. We're going to be bringing nearly 3,000. Alright, let's fight this one on the battlefield. Okay, let's start the deployment. And we're going to want to attack them from multiple sides. The Thracian warriors should do fine. Just going to need a flank with the spearmen. Obviously we're going to get a professional army sooner, but these sieges are going to be quite tough and costly coming forward, because we just don't have access to very good units yet whatsoever. The Thracian warriors are our best, so we have to wait a little bit longer. So don't be too aggressive, don't overextend too much, because you can be quite vulnerable playing as the Thracians. But at the end of the day, they are strong, hearty warriors. They are the ancestors of the mighty Spartacus. Okay, so let's move up here and let's move to a more favorable position. But here are the units. Got some armor mods too. They look absolutely gorgeous. Check out this guy's helm. How cool does that look? Alright, then we've got the Thracian warriors there. And then just the stock standard. Looking more or less like barbarian spearmen. Okay, so they're coming out. Let's give out some attack orders. And it looks like their navy is actually going out to face mine, which is fine. Once they get close, we'll drop a withdraw and move them out. And start picking apart the garrison one by one. Okay, let's make sure we flank here. Hit them from multiple areas of attack and hit them from the sides and rear. Alright, go, 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 guys. Okay, so this wouldn't be a Simpzy Total War video if we didn't dive into some history about the Odrysian kingdom and the Thracians. So this kingdom was located in southern Eastern Europe, covering what is now much modern day Bulgaria, sort of that northeastern Greek territory and parts of Turkey. So the Odrysian kingdom were Thracians. They were an ancient Indo-European group known for their warrior culture, more or less. They were founded in the 6th century BCE. The Odrysians had significant interactions with the Greek city-states, mostly with their trade, culture, and sometimes military conflict. So hopefully in this campaign it doesn't result to that, because we would struggle against particularly the Macedonians. The kingdom gradually declined in the 5th century BCE due to invasions by the Scythians, slowly but surely pushing through here, and obviously being absorbed into the Roman Empire.
Our general is under attack.
The Thracians, like many ancient cultures, had a distinct art, music, and religious practices, including what some of you would have known as the worship of the god Dionysus. And then above all, one of the most famous Thracian warriors was, of course, Spartacus, the gladiator who led a slave revolt, more or less, against the Romans. But unfortunately, the Thracian language now has largely disappeared. There's only fragments of it remaining. And then it was obviously conquered in the end, ultimately by the Romans, turning it into a Roman province. So in this alternative timeline, we want to make a great line of Thracian kings stretching throughout Bulgaria and the Balkans. Let's hone back in onto this battle. Should get a pretty good charge here now. Oh, a little bit of skirmish fire, but not gonna lie, already just seeing the amount of casualties we've lost with Thracian warriors and the spearmen. Our Thracian and Odrysian units are going to be quite squishy in this campaign, especially early on. We're going to be taking a lot of casualties, but it should be okay, as we're ultimately going to take more territory because of it. Alright, so they've now capitulated, which is nice. Let's swing around this way. Okay, and those ships retreated perfectly. Okay, let's reform back up in the town square. We'll wait for those 4 naval units to trickle in and then we'll deal with it. So, even though we could have used that navy to defend the north, it was worth bringing them in just to distract those 4 units so we're able to divide and conquer them. Okay, let's wait for them to come on in. And then if we can take their capital, Tylus, in theory, should fall quite quickly. I don't think they're going to give us much resistance, but we'll see. Okay, disembarking now. Oh, unfortunately I can't see, but we should be able to engage them soon. Oh, hang on. Charge. Let's fight them in and around the docks. Right, fierce fighting is now breaking out. Cool. In and around this trade warehouse. Oh my god. Brutal scenes taking place. Okay, let's go for the second army there. Right. Let's engage them. Now, hopefully, that army is incredibly weak and battered in Philippopolis. Oh, hang on, there's some skirmishes here from their main unit. Nice. Nice. And they've capitulated. Let's end that one there. Decisive victory. Only lost just under 400. And now we're going to take our second piece of territory. Our first for the series, of course. Now, unfortunately, this sort of eastern Bulgarian territory is a little bit vulnerable to naval attack. So, let's just hope that... Oh, that's not Luke and Occupy. I've been playing 1212 AD too much. So I've sacked it, now I'm going to move back in. Annoying. Oh, I guess it was worth a little bit of money. And I guess we can farm more battles in public order. Oh, rebellions maybe. It just negatively adds up the public order, which sucks. Oh well, I think we're good though. Let's go with swords. And with the faction leader, let's go with authority over zeal. Okay, so 18 units there. Polpadava. Yeah, so just like this territory doesn't have any resources except for that lead mine. Let's get more Thracian warriors in where we can. And get those repairs done. We can get spies and champions later. We want to try and get them into the armies as quickly as possible, but we're just prioritizing military at the moment. Yeah, let's get another army in, and we're going to be able to deploy the Thracian Queen, which is pretty good. Get her to command some armies. Like, why not? If we have access to deploy our princesses, we might as well. Okay, let's end the turn and continue. See how Tylus reacts. Research has been complete. Nice. Those fours done. And kind of want to go with a mixture of both. Once we start taking territory, we need to go down more civic so we can get bigger cities and better quality buildings. But also our army's kind of poor.
Gods of the...
Okay, dived into negotiations in diplomacy. We really couldn't get anything done and over the line. So we've got a couple of options here to go against the last units in Tylus. We could head south and force a bridge battle. But I'm actually going to go north because I want to protect my capital. I can't afford for it to fall. And we can pick up some additional reinforcements there too. So let's just do that. And just reshuffle around. Okay, let's continue on. And then we'll be able to move into range and then siege Polpadava. Nice. My son has come of age. One of the historical warriors. Oh wait, so Tylus and the Tribali war's broken out. Oh, that's hilarious. The Celtic tribes fighting amongst themselves. Okay, so can't do any skills there. So now we have access to like 4 warriors here, which is massive. Okay, so let's move into Polpadava. Oh, okay. So there's still quite an army there. Not a very big garrison though, because they can't have access to it. So let's push over, show our strength that we're there, move back over the border to get that little bit of replenishment, and then we'll see how the AI reacts. Hopefully they attack me and we can fight them in the open field so we don't have to force a siege. Alright, let's go. Oh wow, the Macedonians have come in and they lost. Oh wow. That's fantastic. My second son has now come of age. And their army just got decimated. What's the garrison? Oh yeah, so 1/3 got taken out there. They've got another army moving south. So I should be able to, in theory, still siege. They actually might be willing for peace, though. Alright, let's siege out Poldava now. Oh, I feel so bad for them. Oh yeah, so they've definitely been shipped away. Half or 1/3 of their forces. We can attack in one turn with 4 ladders. So maybe we just do that. It's still a massive city, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. Right, let's move the army down here just to protect that territory. Okay, we do numerically outnumber them by about 1,000. Mostly spearmen too. Let's fight this one on the battlefield. The Battle of Poldava 263. Now, the Macedonians have come in and softened them up, but unfortunately the main issue we're going to have in this siege hasn't been dealt with. The towers and the gateway. So those things are just going to absolutely rip raw through us.
Thracian warriors!
So I just guess we have to tactically push in from multiple areas of attack. Not spread too thin, but yeah, it's just tricky. There is no counter to crazy strong arrow towers in these later Total Wars. You just more or less just have to put up with it. Right, let's start the battle there. Let's try and get some of my units to burn down the gateway, and we'll see how we go. Go from 3 prongs here. Okay, and let's make sure this happens. Right, let's reform up. So half of my army consists of Thracian warriors, which is fantastic. The rest spearmen, so quite an even affair on this one. Hopefully we can get over the line, and then that's Tylus done and dusted. And if we destroy them, we should get some really, really good relations and bonuses with the Macedonians. They tend to be the most aggressive, or the ones that build up the most. You don't see Sparta that much from the AI. Athens you sometimes do, but it's either, in my experience in Rome too, the Macedonians or the men of Epirus tend to dominate Hellas. Okay, so we've just moved up a Thracian unit there, and it's just been absolutely shredded. Oh my god. I guess we'll try another, but I don't even know if it's worth doing that. We might just need to fight tooth and nail on the walls. Jeez. Look at that. Okay, so 3 units have arrived here. Let's give out some attack orders and go up and over the wall. Nice. Here go the brave Thracian warriors. Adorned in cloaks. The blue, bronze, gold heraldry. Fire damage at 24% there, so it has grown up quite a bit. Okay, let's give out some attack orders there. Nice. The Thracian warriors have entered the city, and they're starting to put the spearmen to the sword. Oh my god. They're just whacking them down. Oh god. Alright. So everything is progressing okay. Okay, still got some men in reserve here. Let's commit them. Just need to make sure that ladder's there properly. Then we've got the reinforcements with the general and the skirmishers too. But okay, so we're doing well against the slingers and various units on the walls. We forced them to draw their little old itty bitty tiny swords. We've got pretty high attack once we get in. It's just the armor for both sides here. But already, still pretty early in this campaign, we need to secure Thrace. But we're in an area where there is just so much high quality territory from trade and resources, some of the biggest cities in the world. and wonders. Okay, so unfortunately,
Our men flee
we're
the field of
progressing
battle.
at the gateways hasn't been fruitful. So now we're going to look to avoid them. Well, these are getting scattered everywhere. Slightly advanced, I think. Wait, why are they going over here? They should be going to that. Did I give the order before that ladder was up there, technically? Maybe. Okay. We need to get at least one gateway under our control,
Men flee the field of
so we
battle.
can turn the
This is
arrow
a shameful
fire
display.
into attacking them. Okay, so those slingers shouldn't be able to hold. Alright, that's now trickling away, which is nice. Okay, let's attack there. My Thracian warriors
Our
have just
men
been
flee the
absolutely
field of battle. This is a shameful
decimated.
display.
A lot more than what I
Our
would
men
like and
flee the
anticipate.
field of battle. This is a shameful
Jeez.
display.
It's just sieges are brutal.
An entire unit has perished.
Especially with a faction that we don't have much armor. That's the realistic thing. I guess like the spearmen are probably lasting longer because they're slower in combat. They've got literal shields. And probably higher defense stats. Okay, so a slinger unit has come out there, so let's deal with that. Okay, we're progressing on this other side better.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Alright.
This is a shameful
We might be able to snipe the general, but we'll see. I think maybe going from this other left side is going to be more fruitful for us. Okay, we're starting to convert the town square. If we can get that under our control, that would be a massive boon for us. We've failed on this right side, which is unfortunate. Okay, we've just got some slingers here we need to deal with. Let's give out an attack order there. And still focusing on them. Okay. Yes, nice. As you can see, that gateway is now fully under our control. Let's get the peltasts and the 2 cavalry units, which include the general and just a missile unit over here. And then I guess we try and hug quite snug to the gateway here that we control. We have disputed the town square control. And we should be able to get our peltasts up and over. We'll get my cavalry and we'll try and start to wreak havoc. Okay. Just gotta be careful though. We should be able to run down skirmishes good. Nice. Any vulnerable units there. They still have their general unit in plate. Let's move back. Oh, because the bulk of the army is now moving in. Why am I gave the order to come across. Come on, guys. Alright, so first wave of spearmen are coming in. We should be able to like hit them from the sides with our skirmishes and like cycle charge them there too. Alright. Even though they're levies, we should be able to be a little bit risky. Yes, I understand that the general's under attack. Oh wow, they are just really phasing through that front line. Okay, let's get a charge there off. Okay, so throwing my general into combat seems to be relatively okay for the risk-reward front, because we are fighting just levy freemen at the moment. Okay, we've just crushed them. Focus on those units that are engaged. Nice. And we still haven't got my peltasts in, so let's try and get them up on the walls, and we'll try and get them to throw peltasts down. The first wave we've thrown back. Looks like the second wave is now coming. Yeah, but as you can see, just having this gateway fully under our control, fully under our influence. We've got like a crazy missile buff. Look at this, it's just spitting out so much. Okay, they're now crushed. Oh. I've got 2 spearmen left here now. Okay, so my skirmishers have now arrived. Oh, this is going to be way too close for my liking. We've just got to really, really work. Like, yeah, hit those skirmishers back here that were hitting us. Make sure they capitulate. Okay, so unfortunately they melted. Oh, we've still got one spear unit. Nice, the peltasts are doing well. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Melted. Okay, so we can't actually see any units there. We'll recapture the gateway. Just be patient, and then
We have captured a tower.
bring everyone down to try and find that last unit, which I think is probably the general. Okay, so that was a little bit more hairy than what I would like. Where is this last unit? We just can't see it in the fog of war. Nice, there it is. And then we'll just hit it from multiple areas of attack. Fly on in. Actually get the general to go for the town square. Oh, and now they've just been melted away too. Okay, the spearmen capitulated, but it was a costly victory in the end. My god. Let's end that battle there. Oh my damn. 2,200 lost. Well, you do usually need like a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 siege advantage. God damn. What's the urban warfare one in real life? Like 10-to-1 or 5-to-1? It's crazy. Oh, okay. So we're going to have to build up quite a lot. Let's occupy, but that should be the end of Tylus. And it is. So more than half of Thrace is under our control. Except for the Tribali province. They've actually got a slum there and a religious building, and then hopefully the Macedonians move back. So we're going to have to turtle back up now and replenish and repair. But I've done quite well territorially. Okay, so just keep those units here. Still haven't got that much money. Maybe if we had Dacia under our control, which they've actually gone against those nomads and conquered them. Okay, so Macedon's now moved south, and now we have 3 pieces of territory under our control. Nicely done. Territorially rich. Wealthily poor. Like most of the West. Or most Australians, I don't know. Trying to think if I should go military again here. We need food. We haven't got any religious buildings in, so maybe getting a Sega Grove. We can make a non-aggression pact with Macedon, so let's look to do that. If we can. They're at war with Athens. They broke that client state with... Oh, maybe Sparta's been capitulated.
Greetings, my friend.
Okay, I've been just annoying everyone, diplomacy-wise, trying to get relations. The Tribali have been posturing, but I don't think they're going to go against me. They don't like me. They were at war with Tylus, but... Okay. Making 800 per turn now. Okay, research has been complete. We've got a rebellion imminent. That shouldn't be too bad to deal with. Okay, let's move them in, and then we'll move you back. Oh, I think we've done a movement bug there, maybe. Because we can move all the way back up here. I didn't mean to, but I think I did it. Okay. Let's go with Thracian warriors there. Get more of them in. And maybe go with Civic now. We have 3 pieces of territory. Will they sign this now? I hope so. I've been... No, they're still not interested.
You speak well and with conviction.
There's nothing I can do. They do like me.
Enter, friend.
Can't get this negotiations. Okay, so it looks like they've pushed back now. Still got 10 units there on the border. So it looks like now we're just going to have to turtle up, more or less. See how the AI react. But the Odrysian kingdom... The dream of a Thracian kingdom is slowly but surely coming to fruition. We've got a feast there. Mission successful. The Tridani. Oh, okay, so they made a confederation in Iberia. Cool. Those buildings have been constructed. Let's go further into earthworks and construction there. Nearly got our full stack back up anyway. So even though it was a Pyrrhic victory and we took Polpadava, we've definitely been rewarded handsomely from taking the settlement. Yeah, I think the mercenaries is going to cost way too much. Alright, so just turtling up here at the moment. Public order's looking good. Nearly got that full stack back. Still those 10 units there. So we're still one more piece of territory away before we get all the Thrace under our control. There's lead here, so that's really going to help us. So I guess we could just have a look at the campaign map now. So Dacia with the Getae are pushing north. Scythians are starting to expand, maybe even Cameria too. What is going down in Greece? Okay, so Sparta is there, but they broke their alliance with them maybe? I wonder what Epirus have too. Haven't got overly too much money though. Alright, let's end the turn and continue. Once we get a full stack, I guess we can push to the border. We want to try and get that lead so we can start getting trade. Okay, so revolt still imminent. Okay, so it will happen now. The Tribali did move over the border. Interesting. There's 18 there now. Ultimately, will they attack? Who knows? Can't get trade with them.
There's a good pork roasting for you, and better ale, and
Can't get any negotiations.
Welcome.
Same with the Macedonians, I don't think. They won't even sign a non-aggressive. Okay, so let's get another 2 lots of Thracians there. Maybe just get a spear unit here too. Keep the army in check. Oh, I should probably switch this. Do I really need an admiral? It is costing me like 300. I think I just get rid of it. I don't think we need that navy. Okay, let's give that. Okay, pretty happy with those traits. Alright. Let's end the turn. Hopefully this rebellion isn't too big. It might not happen if those 3 units get recruited. Okay, returned home. And, oh, hang on, so there is a Tribali army here we could intercept. And then there's one here in the north. Interesting. I just had to readjust my boom mic. I got a new one, it's just annoyingly too close to my face. Alright, where are we looking here wise too? I still want to try and upgrade my military, I think. Okay, so we should be able to crush that quite quickly. And we might be able to get back to Polpadava. Let's have a look. So they're not at war with anyone. So they're going to retreat. Oh, but that's Macedonian territory, isn't it? I'm trying to think what I go for. Okay, so they actually can go all the way there. That's annoying. They're actually going for a 2-pronged attack. Actually, no. I can attack this because they're in a force march. Okay, I'll do that then. Because I was going to say, if they were to just fall back, that'd be so annoying. So we will attack them here. Oh, I don't even know if we are going to go on that territory. It will be a ambush. And we will auto-resolve it because we're going to have to fight that bigger army in the north. And although it would have been cool, we're going to take the odds out. Look, only 220 there. And let's take the captives there. Okay, and then in theory now, I just need to force march back to Polpadava. And then I can sit in here with my garrison too. And then they should still attack me. Oh, they can actually sue for peace. Oh, the Macedonians didn't like that? How about I offer some money for that? No. Okay, I can't get that deal over the line. I can't get any more additional reinforcements up. If I leave this, will we have an issue? No. Okay, so let's move here then. And let's get some more warriors to join our ranks. Let's end the turn and continue. And I suppose let's hope they attack us with that full stack. We need to secure that lead mine. Huh, they're going to sit there. We never had that rebellion in the end anyway. Okay, so we've got some spare household stuff. +5 research. Faction wide, that's pretty good. Everything's still protected and stable for now. They've actually moved back, which is slightly annoying, but so be it. Alright, let's look to move up. Let's swing the Queen into Popoldava. Get more reinforcements where we can. Yeah, I just don't know if we're going to be able to get any of these deals over there. Who are they at war with? The Anarites. Can I join that war? I don't even know where they are. They are so far north. I just want to try and farm relations, but it's just like... Is it worth it? Past wars, cultural affinity. Well, yeah, maybe I will do it then. I do want to try and get an alliance with Dacia or a confederation. Yeah, so I'll join your random war in the north. I get some money from it. Okay, so we'll just join it straight up. And did that go up to 71? Okay. Macedon is going down. Alright, let's push to the border. Let's push over the border. Okay, so they're going to sit there. They got 5 in there, and then they've got that army. Can I ambush or anything? No. Maybe I just try and sit back in my own territory here. Wait for more reinforcements to come in. And we'll see how the enemy react. We want to try and force a land battle, I think. It's not the biggest castle, but mostly we've been fighting sieges so far in this particular campaign. Oh, here they come. Okay, so it's only 80 in that secondary army. If I pull back, it might allow them to give chase more. They are attacking us at the end of the day. We will have more numbers, so yeah, let's try and draw them in. There we go. Okay, so unfortunately that didn't come in. But that's alright. So we have 3,000. They have 3,000. They have 2 generals though. Most of their army's made up of spearmen. They do have 2 units of cavalry and then that chosen there. Alright, cool. Let's fight this one on the battlefield. And hopefully this will be the end of the Tribali. We crushed an army already. They've managed to wield like nearly 30 units with one settlement. We have basically one army. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is put my spearmen in the front. And then I'm going to put my spearmen... No, my Thracian warriors on the flanks, and then I'll keep my skirmishers in the center. And they are attacking me at the end of the day, and maybe I just pull for... Maybe I go further back, so we can fight here. And I think something like that's pretty good. And then what we'll do is we'll allow them to just smash upon my front here. And we'll leave that there. Alright, let's speed things up slightly. But here is the King of Thrace.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
The enemy reinforcements are approaching. Okay, so we do have a flaming shot. And what I'll try and do is hopefully get them to lock into that front line. I guess I go guard mode. And then we'll flank around and wrap. My spearmen have the armor. As you can see here, 45, melee defense 22, 13. And then these guys have 52, 47 for the melee, then weapon damage. They don't have the best armor. So that's why in those sieges they was getting taken out. But hopefully we're going to bring Thracian rule, or Odrysian kingdom rule to Thrace, all of it. Alright, so hold. And then we'll look to flank. Okay. They want to try and push on my right side here. They're baiting back towards the center. Got some cavalry here too. Okay, skirmish fire is now coming off. Are they going to head on charge here? Maybe. Okay. That cavalry unit's just been crushed, which is nice. Okay. We just need to wait for them to commit. And then we'll start making our move. Come on. Okay, it's probably a good time to move now. Okay, let's make sure we drop an Inspire on the front line there. And start swinging around now. Let's get around here. Charge them in. We don't want those skirmishers hitting us with impunity. Go, 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 go. Start swinging now. Okay, that unit's just been caught there. That needs to go for this. You need to go for that. You countercharge that. Go for this. Okay, so my front line is just getting crushed there. Okay, so they're getting kited, which is not exactly what I wanted. Maybe go for that cavalry there. Because those skirmishers are actually quicker than the Thracian units, which is annoying. Alright, you go for that then. Alright. This actually might be quite close, because their skirmishers are going to be problematic. Okay, so I need to get my peltasts around and out and stuff. Okay, so they're just nobles there. So we definitely need to start cycle charging. We might be able to get a general killed there. Oh my god. Okay. Come on. The enemy general is dead. Nice. So let's move out of here then and focus on that. I reckon it's that one. It's not the other general. Come on. Need to get back here now and around. Okay, so I was going to flank my skirmishers, but maybe just get them to hit there. Okay. And go for this general now. The Oath Sworn are going to be an issue. Let's charge that properly. Make sure these guys are on skirmish mode now properly. Alright, go for that. Come on. Form up here. Okay, our men are coming back now. Get in here. Let's drop an Inspire here. Focus on that. Pull further back. Charge again, now that they're pinned in place.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, that's not bad. Go again. Okay, charge again into those Oath Sworn, please. So these skirmishers here that are annoying us. Okay, too much so. Go into them. What are they? Just slingers. These very heavy Thracian Royal Cavalry seem to be really good.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. Understood.
Okay, get them in. Jeez. I'm not gonna lie, the Thracian unit roster is just so squishy. Especially this early on. Okay, those. Oh, there's like the. Oh, I was like, why is there a general unit there? It's not that one. Okay, come on. That guy's name is Vercingetorix though, which is quite funny. Okay, I think the generals have fallen now, both of them. Okay, yep, focus down this now. My infantry is still not doing that well. Go for this unit here.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Just got to be a little bit careful here. Not to lose my general. Jeez. Or maybe it's just the slingers and these barbarian factions just seem to counter us really well. Come on. Nice. Go back now into this main line. Push.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Like a good charge here might just get him. Come on. Nice. Form back up here. Go again. Nice. Hit these ones. Go for that. Pull back. Change direction. Go here. Nice. Cool. We got victory. Alright. Far out ski. Make sure we try and run down as many of them as we can. Whew. Got the dub on that one though. God damn. Okay. So, bit of a mixture between being aggressive and turtling. I would just be very, very cautious about... Yeah, they're just tier 1 units, they're just not the best for the Thracians. Also, there's some just quite big settlements too. Okay, so hopefully this will be Celtic rule done. Then we've just got Greeks to the south. And then we might even, well, yeah, push up and border with the Illyrian pirates. Costly victory. Let's end that one there. So we did lose 2,000, but we're going to be able to get automatic replenishment. Jeez, look at this. The king got 617. 201, 217. The Peltasts did well. They slightly outnumbered us, but for that 6,000 man battle, not bad. Not too shabby of a result. It's just pushing and taking the settlement now. Have we lost too much? That would be the only concern. Okay. So they've now been crushed. Yeah, how are we going to go taking Pella and stuff? That's going to be tricky. Okay, that army's now crushed. We lost 2 units in the end. I guess we take... Oh. That's actually a good amount if we ransom. Let's get rid of them. So they're going to fall back. We should be able to give chase though. And then finish them off entirely. Yeah, so too easy. Okay. And he's now gone up in stats. Should go warrior too. What's in this settlement? No, I can't see. It's probably quite large though. Oh wait, can you siege? Oh, nearly. Maybe we just nearly give you a full stack then and put those other guys out. Yeah, let's do that. Still not in range though. We'll take the replenishment. Move back to Poplodava. Public order is still going to be an issue. Thracian Peltasts. Maybe get a couple of those in for this new army that we're building. But once we get an edict in place, we're going to be laughing. Still haven't forgot about agents too. We've got access to a spy and a champion. So we have lost a little bit of farming early on with that, but it's fine. Oh, they're interested in a defensive. Well, let's try and get that deal done. Would it be for money? Who else are they at war with? Oh, they've accepted. Nice. Okay. Yeah, hopefully we can get this confederation with the Getae soon. The Getae alliance. Oh, the Apuli like me too? Really?
You are welcome.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This agreement
Cool.
is like a feast after an empty belly.
So
You are truly worth
he is hoping. Yeah, so we're Balkan, and so are they technically.
I greet you.
I still don't trust the Macedonians. Oh, am I going to have enough? Or is it even worth? What am I going to get? 22 men. I still think it's worth it. They're not going to be able to build up this quickly anyway, though. Okay, so we can actually see what's happening up here. What do the Dacians have? Okay. Petrodava. In Sarmatia in the north, that's where they are. Alright, cool. Okay, we've had a rebellion in Athena. A small slave one. We should be able to deal with that. So we have Polpadava, Odessos, military alliance with Daco Thracia. Let's send the army back to the capital. So we should be able to now push into that last piece of territory. And then we've got all of Thrace fully under our control. Let's bring them in. I do have to be a little bit careful because in my mob pack you do have a tendency to get a overabundance of slaves. Nice, and the Tribali have officially been defeated. Let's replenish and repair where we can. Nicely done. Okay, so let's go with bread and games. There should be an option to sell them, like in DEI Divide et Impera. But we've got all of Thrace under our control. 4 provinces, still incredibly weak, not much trade resources. Macedonia seems to be the dominant power in Greece. Illyria seems to be divided too. Hearthkeeper, we can import a important character, so let's definitely do that then. And we'll look to adopt them too and create another cadet branch. We'll just have noble warriors growing our family tree that are like loosely related, so we'll have the adopted line there. Get more characters in, why not? Okay, so let's deal with those rebels before it gets too big. Okay, so they're rebels. Those of the Tribali ilk. Let's run down them. Easily done. Let's just go with that, that's fine. Military wise, still gonna figure that out. Because our, I think we still go down that because, I'm not gonna lie, our unit roster isn't the best. Okay, so, where do we look to now? Scordosi, so the Celtic there. We've got the Ardii. Then we've got the Greeks there too. I could push up to Singadin. Oh wow, okay. There is a lot of units there. 40 units plus the garrison, so I don't think we can go against them. Definitely not with this army, yikes. Okay, I'm going to negotiate with the Apuli and the Getae to try and get better quality alliances. They're of my same bloodline. I can't do a confederation with the Gatuli. What about... Oh, the Getae. I can bring Dacia. We could do that. That actually might be worth it at some point. So they're willing to do it. Alright, let's get a champion in. I wanted to get one of these earlier, but we just didn't have the money. Especially with all the battles. You can really, really farm up your companions. Having them in an army is just like one of the best force multipliers you can get in Rome 2. So, we'll chuck her in. Alright. Once she gets movement, we'll chuck her in there. And we've got another army coming up. Let's switch out some of the older skirmishers and bring in some properly trained and recruited Thracian peltasts. Let's get some Thracian warriors there too. Sweet as. Alright, let's get her married off. And then we've got access to 2 generals. What's great with, I guess it's because of the Sisters of Mars DLC, we have access to 2 generals per line. Okay, so still building up here now. We only have lead. So I think we can probably do that Confederation soon.
Greetings, friend.
Okay, so we can do it now if we want to. Can I get some money from them? No. So it's just going to be a flat Confederation. Oh, jeez, okay. Maybe I need to offer them money. 200. Will that get over the line? No. Oh, maybe we lost our chance. Maybe we can just do it at a later date then. Still trying to decide who to go against. Yeah, unless we get an opportunity there to push into Sigadon. It's just going to be tough to do that. Okay, just sort of turtling up here now. The Getae have pushed into really far north here. They got 3 pieces of territory. How about now? Oh, they've accepted. Cool. And now we are the Daco-Thracian Confederation. Nice. And we've consumed their armies. The Apuli there will try and bring into. Okay, so this should allow us to go south more. So they've got half of Dacia, Petrodava, and they've also got all the way up here too. Oh, they recently took that from someone. What do their army builds look like? Okay, so quite similar to ours ultimately. And then the other family members have just gone straight into the Tribe with the Moon faction. Okay, cool. Well, we don't want to hemorrhage too much cash, and we want to try and consolidate this. I'm not too concerned about this northern territory. It's obviously the Thracians in and around the Danube that are more important.
Warriors all.
As you request.
So in one fell swoop, we've nearly been able to 2x our kingdom, which is fantastic. Let's give out some of those traits too.
Can I finish my wine?
Okay, and are they interested in a confederation now? Nice. Okay, so now we've got all of Dacia. They've all submitted. Cool, and my Imperium has gone up nicely. Now, unfortunately, even though we're of like the similar blood with the Illyrian pirates, we can't seem to make a confederation with them for some reason. Yeah, even though we're both Balkan generally, jeez. Where are you from? I'm from the Balkans. I'm Balkan. What a massive generalization. Okay, we can get the guy called Spartacus. That would be really quite fitting. So there is the Daco-Thracian alliance. Quite literally, look at that. Stretching over the Danube. So we've got the Scythians in the north, Greeks to the south, Celtic to the east. Okay, so we are just hemorrhaging cash at the moment.
Ready for orders.
I am ready.
We need to start getting into some of these wars. That's nearly too much of an army up there. Do I try and give that to them? I don't know. I guess we just end the turn and continue. I think we go against the Scordosi, the Celtic tribe to the west. They are of Tribali and Celtic familiarity. Okay, so we got to straight up bankrupt. It's because we've got so much territory, so many armies. It is offsetting because we just did a bunch of missions there, but geez. Still in a precarious spot. Okay, still growing relations with the Ardii. I would like to push into the Illyrian sphere of influence. Get some territory down there, that'd be nice.
Gold is usually offered in payment for service.
Trade and military access seems to be the play. Athens, Sparta still seem to be fighting the Macedonians, which are the predominant power. Then we've got Pergamon, Bithynia, and Pontus over in the east.
Welcome, friend. Let us
Epirus is still about to.
I throw open the doors to you and bid
I
you
tried to make an alliance or get trade with Chimeria, but it doesn't seem to be working.
I cannot say. You be welcome, and may Hermes bless your work.
Okay. Yeah, it's only because we've got that one lead resource. We just need to take more
Speak.
so we can grow it.
No. Be welcome. If I can give you a fair note.
greetings. Speak plainly and without gods of the
It's pretty important to try and grow our relations with Scythia because they could be super annoying if they attack us. Okay, so they're not at war with anyone. The score
quickly and well.
Diski.
Ill slowly, and I may feed your tongue to the dogs.
I can declare war upon them though, and I'll do so because we'll besiege Singadon. Oh jeez, they're just spamming spearmen, which is hilarious. Especially in a settlement, they're going to be like super hard to dislodge. Alright, so let's move that army south. I don't know how helpful it's going to be. Okay. Oh, I'm nearly tempted just to take that auto-resolve because there is literally 3,000 spearmen that are going to be turtling through those streets. I'm going to take the favorable auto-resolve because I feel like that would decimate my army. We just don't have the armor for these guys. We'll attack, sack, and then go back in. Nice. And now we're pushing into Pannonia. Nicely done. Okay, so there are some armies trying to flee back. That's in a force march. We might be able to catch it. Those reinforcements coming south. So now we've left Gallica quite vulnerable to the north. That's okay. Let's get some more Thracian warriors there. Jeez. It's just the low armor. We've only got 30 armor and then like 45 with the spearmen. Maybe you'd be better off just spamming the spearmen and just try and force auto-resolves constantly. Until we get access to tier 2, tier 3 units. But I do want to try and play a mixture of actually playing the battles and then... No, okay, so we're under siege now. In Dacia. Man, these missions are really helping us with our economy. The thing is that the AI just cheats with the amount of units they can recruit and hold. So what, this faction has like what, 2 pieces of territory? As you can see, they can wield 3 armies. Okay, so let's throw this army back. What do we let them attack me? Can I move any more additional reinforcements up? Can I actually go down here? Oh, I might be able to take their capital. Hang on. Maybe not. Maybe we just need to fight this one. Push them back from whence they came. Also, I can get them just to attack me because it is winter. And they're losing attrition.
Magnificence and greatness.
I'm actually going to accept that. Get a defensive alliance with the RDI. They're going to give me a fair bit of gold too, which is nice. Probably need to go with civic progress because now we're starting to acquire big, large cities. We want to make use of them financially. Okay, so we didn't lose that much. That army's now going to be out of a force march too and can properly help and not be winded. And then they took some attrition and we moved into a better spot. So I think taking the 1 turn there is better. Nice, okay. Lot more favourable. Right, let's fight this one on the battlefield. Okay, it's bucketing down with rain. Which is unfortunate. Well, we're not that heavily of a missile faction, so Should be okay. Alright. Let's pull back here and we'll wait for our reinforcements to come in.
Reinforcements have arrived.
So we can consolidate up and then charge. So the method would be to spearmen at the front because they have higher defense. Phalanx, swordsmen, medium infantry on the flanks. Sorry, the spearmen in the center and then the guys with a higher attack and lower armor on the flanks. I could just all just throw them in because we're going to be able to push in, hit them with over resounding force. Haven't got too much cavalry. It's just the army build is just very, very poor. There's a reason why most people don't really play as the Thracians or the Odrysian kingdom. They haven't got the best unit roster, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's move my cavalry in. And especially surrounded by barbs. The chosen swordsman and the Celtic unit roster is just so much better. And then you've got the Greeks to the south too. So we're in a really bad neighborhood, as it were. But here they are, the brave Thracian swordsmen. And even like numbers aren't really that our advantage because the Celts have just as many. Okay. Let's grab everyone where we can. Speed things up and advance. Okay, and then we'll try and get some units to flank around. That'll do. Right, let's pop you here. Okay, so looks like we're going to be able to massively just develop them now. Okay. There we go. Lock them in place and then swarm in. That's what we'll do. Alright, here they come. Let's give out those multiple attack orders. Oh my god, we got like 6 units that can flank there. Now, this is going to be a little bit high risk, high reward, because I reckon their units have better stats than me. So let's swing around here. Okay. Make sure we give out those attack orders, because they are just levy freemen, a lot of them at the end of the day. Alright, let's go, 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 go. Yeah, something like that. It's better.
The men are wavering.
Let's advance the U, get you in a bit of circle.
Is under attack.
Okay, so their center's still holding, their left and right flank's not so much. Push, 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 push. There we go. Let's just start throwing everyone in now. Fierce fighting is now breaking out. But even those levy freemen probably have better armor than some of my Thracian swordsmen. Okay. Over resounding numbers has just got them there, more or less.
General has fallen.
Our general's fallen? No! You're kidding me?
The enemy general.
Okay, so now we got theirs. Yeah, even our generals are a bit squishy. Alright, let's speed things up. Okay, just ran down as many of them as I could. A decisive victory overall. Still lost 1,000 though. Yeah, looking at the casualties sustained and inflicted. Infantry did well. Oh no, Spartacus. Who just joined died. Oh my god.
Is there nothing else?
Yeah, maybe I'm enslaving too much. I have a habit when playing as Rome to do that, because you have access to selling those a lot quicker. Okay, let's just chuck one of the queens in, I guess.
Can I finish my wine?
Okay. She can't remarry, which is annoying. Did have a child, though. Some household stuff we can give out too. Okay, Athens wants a defensive alliance. Let's accept that. Because we're going to be probably going to war with the Macedonians before them. Once we try and get more territory. I want to try and get some better quality relations with various Greek city-states. It's usually Macedon that either takes over or Epirus in my experience.
In the name of Hermes.
Okay, let's just leave that there then. Sweet. Okay, so throwing that full stack back out, let's reorganize this army slightly, and then we'll look to run down that army that's pushed north and it's now raiding. Still got the remaining military forces down in the south. Nice.
Can I finish my...
Let's move you to about here. Now, in theory, there shouldn't be too much here down in Illyria, you'd think. Okay, so there is, but they're struggling at the moment. We'll move that army just in case there is one down in the fog of war. Okay, let's end the turn and continue. Still hemorrhaging so much cash. And push into Delminium. Here's hoping. I don't know where that army just went. Okay, so we've got a revolt imminent. Fair enough. Okay. The garrison... Oh, they must have taken it maybe? I don't know. But that should be the end of them, you'd think. 4,000 is still so much. Maybe we do sack it and then go back in. Even if there is a rebellion, it's nothing for us to really worry about. So we've taken our first piece of territory in Illyria. We now border the Ardii and the Dalmate. And now we found Rome too. Let's just hope they don't want to push into Illyria, into our sphere of influence. That would be annoying. But so far, we spanned 2 seas. Okay, so they do have some territory, still have some units in and around my territory. Things are starting to stabilize now, which is good. Now we've just had such rapid expansion. We've gone from 4 territories to what? 6 or so? Yeah. I was going to say, it nearly feels like 7, but I think it's 6. In quite quick succession. Okay, so they attacked me during the end turn phase. The Skłodisci should be done. Okay, no, they're going to be done now. They're just throwing the last of their military forces into us. Oh, okay. I didn't anticipate that. There's a massive slave rebellion. Yeah, because we're not playing as Rome. I really should have been just getting rid of the captives every single time. Because we don't have the buildings yet to be able to sell them. Oh my god. It actually, I guess it is realistically sensible in this one, because they were all formerly conquered peoples, and they have like silver chevrons, like better than my army though. Oh, okay. So this is Gallica in the north. They've attacked us. The Germans up here. That's fine. Oh, we were getting further from there, yikes. It's not like we were trading off that though much. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So we're gonna deal with this revolt, and we're probably just gonna have to give that territory in the north. So we've got children coming along too, though. Okay, so the RDI have taken Epirus. Oh, we can actually marry the king to the RDI princess. Okay, that actually might be a good military alliance. Yeah, because and then at that point you'd nearly confederate, wouldn't you? Nice. Can't get her as a character though. That'd be nice. All right, let's move the army back. King's just gonna go by the RDI queen. Still can't get an alliance with her. We're gonna have to deal with that slave rebellion, which is massive now. Okay, the rest are just holding in place. I think we let Gallica go. It was mostly Germanic anyway. And we only wanted the core Dacian territory, so let's make peace with them. They're Celtic, they're not German. It was a Germanic settlement though. The boy and the Lugi, yeah. Was it so far north? Okay. They pushed into Polpadava. They are just sacking my territory here. Look at this. Thrace is just being crushed. The thing is though, we're going to have to bring 2 armies in because it's quite a good army. Need to move that army there. That far northern Thracian territory is still a little bit threatened. So just managing now this sprawling Thracian kingdom we got going. Okay, so they're going to attack Polpadava. Oh my god, this is so bad. And they're causing more rebellions too. They are starting to take some losses. Okay, so we have lost Polpadava here. Jeez. My god. Wait, Epirus is like trying to go for that territory now that it's full on rebelled. Interesting. Okay, so we should be able to... we're going to have to block that. Oh, okay. So we can retake our settlement. That's fine. We might be able to use the garrison. No. Okay, so it's going to move that back. And then we should be able to hit them there. Okay, so it's just that army. Oh, okay, they've been depleted now. Thankfully, if that was a full army, we would have had an issue. Let's bring them back. I still don't want some of them out. Okay, let's repair where we can. Jeez. Just out of range. Bankrupt now, though. There's not really much we can do about it. I'd rather lose some of our armies. Oh, another uprising? Gotta be kidding me. I think we just need to restructure our buildings entirely here. Oh, okay, so we're actually going to be fine here. It was because we've got an army inside. We're going to be able to deal with it quite quickly. I guess we are getting money from this, but we just need to move units around. Okay. I don't know what Epirus are doing. Okay. Let's get rid of the last of the rebellions here. Nice. Okay, they've now been crushed. We just need money though. Even if we're giving them a chance to come back again. We're just gonna need to have proper buildings to sell them. Okay, cool. And we need to pay for these repairs. Okay. Oh no. The Odrysian king has now died of natural causes. We've got a new leader. His second born son, who was named heir, is going to take it up. Okay, so I've gone through, broken down a bunch of buildings, and we need money. So we need mines. We also need to go with like the yellow chain of buildings so we can start actually selling slaves. I've restructured this in the north too, so we skipped a little bit ahead. Because now we need to properly manage these cities. Okay, I was looking north to go towards Segestica, but it seems like there's just too many units up there. So we might have a better shot going down into Greece. Athens, our ally, has fallen. Sparta hasn't yet, but we've got an alliance there in Illyria. I think we're better off going south. Going into those really valuable Greek territories is the play, I think. Once we get our economy back on track. There's just too many there. Okay, so Macedon has taken Sparta now, which is huge. Okay, so we've moved our 2 armies towards Pella, and we're going to strike the Macedonian capital. The RDI have been wanting me to join, and now we've got good public order. Those buildings have been complete too, and we've fixed our financial situation. Okay, so I might be able to join the RDI, the Illyrian pirates. Okay, not for a military alliance, unfortunately. Just for a straight up financial compensation. Okay, let's swarm into Pella. And let's continue. And then we'll move down here too. We might be better off just taking the auto resolve though, because we're going to get such good odds. And there's just, the thing is though, pikemen, we're just going to lose so many, and then we're not going to be able to conquer the rest of Greece. We're going to take that 99% because it's just so good. I just know the capacity of this Thracian army, and it's trash. To be this aggressive, you just need a turtle, honestly. But I'm too impatient for that. I'm not going to wait for 60 turns just so we get properly armored units. Okay. So Pella is now ours, and this should really help our economy, getting that Greek territory. Macedon actually want peace, interestingly enough. So I guess the RDI are threatening them on the western side. They had been at war with them for quite some time. So Larissa getting the breadbasket of Greece is always the play. But yeah, Sparta and Athens ultimately fell. So they are a little bit weak too. Athens is always a pain of a settlement to take. Same with Pella to some extent. But they usually are quite vulnerable, especially if you attack from the north. Okay, let's expand that. I still want to try and get more champions. It's always just, I'm focusing on so much stuff. Agents can be a bit of a luxury. I think we're doing quite well wielding as much as we can with the poor territory we've got. Okay, so we can push into a Larissa, but it seems like it's been attacked. Or the garrisons just work really bad. Okay, so we can use that as a choke point. So let's do that. Okay, so they have moved an army up. Maybe they threw back some Illyrians because they have Apollonia. I guess I could try and swing around and hit that army. But it does look like they're mustering. Okay, let's end the turn and continue. Oh, so we have been attacked here now. I will retreat. Or, what are the odds? Okay, so we are, oh, numerically we outnumber them. Okay, so I'm going to retreat. Because we're going to be able to go back into that Illyrian lands. Oh, okay, now they're just like cooked. It's because of that river crossing. There's a bridge there. Yeah, okay. So the Illyrian queen has noticed. Alright, so we can intercept... Maybe one of the armies moved back? Or is that a second army in Macedon? I didn't check the standards. Anyway, we should be able to hit this. Okay, so they're going to retreat. Okay, so it actually ran back to Athens. So, we've got an opportunity here. Oh, wow, to knock out a 4-star general. And they got 1,200. Alright, let's fight this one on the battlefield and have our first field battle against the Macedonians. Okay, so it is a river crossing, so that's going to complicate things. And they're blocking on two sides. Alright, this is our first real test against Greek units. S tier, Romans. I would say the Germanic swordsmen and Celtic swordsmen are probably A tier too. And then it's just like the Hellenic unit roster. So coming up probably one of the best factions in the game. Alright, let's move up and see how we go. Let's just try and close over that bridge the quicker we can. There's a lot of peltats and just one unit there. We do have reinforcements coming too. Map-wise, it is not in our favour, this one. Alright, let's just try and cross on over. Quickly now. Alright. And they have their companion or cavalry slash citizen cavalry, which are very, very good. Okay, let's just try and get over the other side of the river there. I'll push up and try and get my skirmishers. Okay, so we're trying to just go for their citizen cavalry. We seem to be holding okay. We need to get rid of those javelin though. Alright, now that we're across the river, let's give out some attack orders. There's one hoplite unit here. I want to see if, like, how 4 units are going to go against them. Probably not the best.
Warriors! Thracian warriors! Ready! Battle ready! Battle ready! Orders!
Okay, let's move them down there and move you up. Okay, so that javelin man, they got cooked. Oh my god, how are those skirmishers outrunning me? Okay. Yeah, they actually have quicker movement than me. Okay, so we're not even making a dent into those hoplites. Across the river now. Oh god, this is not what I like to see. Right, try and flank like that. My cavalry's doing a lot better than what you'd think for a Thracian unit roster. Cavalry, you wouldn't think they would be up there. Okay, so they're now crushed. Can we cycle charge back into that? Oh, okay, their general's going for this other side. Thing is, the longer we wait over here, the better. Because we're going to get more reinforcements pushing on that side. Nice. Okay. The men are wavering. Cool. Let's try and run down that citizen cavalry. Those hoplites are holding.
This is a shameful display.
Can we pull back up here? Okay. Man, we're still struggling to gain the ascendancy in this battle. Just need to push over this beachhead. Oh my god, look at that. We've only made a 6 dent into those hoplites, and we're hitting them from 3 prongs at the moment. Okay, that citizen cavalry's been neutralized, but our own Thracian cavalry have taken a battering. Let's try and get that other unit over here. I was going to say let's cycle charge, but we need to get rid of that skirmish unit that could cause issues. Alright, let's bring them down. Let's speed things up. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, let's try and hit them from the full-on side here. I know they're spearmen, but jeez. Oh my god. Yeah, the hoplites are just so good. Oh my god, there's 5 units engaging them there. I'm not even making that much of a dent. Because we're just managing so many, we're better off just to just go. And to swarm. Mass wave. Oh my god. Like, 5 spearmen there. I'm just not even making a dent. So we're gonna just open up that. Yeah, there we go. And then try and cycle charge. That seems to be making more of a difference.
Our general is under attack.
than anything. They are taking casualties though, doing that a bit. Okay. So with this roster, you're just full on better off skirmishing against like a hoplite army like this. Yeah, I'm talking a lot of smack, but the Thracian and Odrysian Kingdom Tier 1, like early unit roster, no bueno.
Flee the field of battle.
I do know it's a hard campaign, but jeez.
The enemy general,
The enemy
our
general's dead
general
good.
has fallen.
And this was even, like 7 units. Okay, let's speed things up. The terrain didn't help. Yikes. Okay, so a decisive victory, but we lost 1,300 against their 1,200. And we had to deploy 5,000. Jeez, one of those hoplites got 300. This does not bode well. Luckily we... Oh, I lost my general too. Luckily we caught them, not at full strength, when they'd just gone on a rapid expansion. Their armies and military were weak against taking Athens and Sparta. Okay, so let's adopt her then. Oh, okay, so his brother died. Well, then we're not going to have a succession crisis, I guess. So let's bring her into... And then we'll get her married off again. To farm another general. Yeah, we do have to pay for it, but it's fine. Let's do that then. Can we run down this arm? We did get rid of a 4-star general too, so he would have been quite good holding, and we did lose our heir. Well, the king's brother. Okay, let's run down this Macedonian army. They wanted peace though too. Now they have Athens and Sparta. I could potentially go down and hit Sparta, but then they might catch us as we push over into the Peloponnese. And they're starting to build up in Athens quite a bit. Let's move those then. Okay, so I can push to the border here. Jeez, my army's just taken such a dent. I might be able to do an ambush. And we might be able to bring that army south from Pella. Maybe. Okay, so they got 20 units there now. Sparta. They got an admiralty, and then they got another half stack there. And then Illyria is now moving up. They definitely want peace though. I guess we own their capital. Oh, they've got another army. Especially with the Athenian garrison. I just don't think we've got enough to take Athens from them. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I think maybe trying to do an ambush, set that up might be the play. Because if they do hit Larissa, they might be able to see that it's vulnerable. But we're just struggling to replenish in Larissa. I could bait the army up here. It'd be in their territory though. If I move it here, like right on the border, because I need them to run into that. Oh, it's sitting further back. Might be not as advantageous. Okay, it's in the turn to continue. Because there's a chance they could move there during the end turn phase. They are just rapidly recruiting units now though. Our family tree is growing, which is nice. Still haven't got the most stable economy. We need to deal with that rebellion in the north now, annoyingly. So let's quickly just move back there. There's just too many. There's no way we can manually fight that. Even though we got 40 units, they're just nowhere near good enough. Okay, so they've moved somewhere though. Oh, we just got experience. Maybe it didn't deploy? Yeah, because they could have like 60, 50 units there. Easy. Okay, they moved to Sparta. Oh, it looks like the RDI maybe... Okay, the admirals moved, so that's good. Maybe they attacked them? And then went to Sparta. Okay, so we've got an opportunity here now to attack, but that, we wouldn't have got that if we didn't move. So hang on. If I move up with you, because we have now got back up to a higher quality strength. We just had to burn some turns. Can I force march you to like here? And then... Okay, there's 11. So... Hang on. I think we blocked... Okay, so there's an army there. Force march though. Hang on. We might be able to divide and conquer them. So that's going to bounce, because we've got so many. Oh, I might have stuffed up here. Oh, hang on, I'm going to be able to move... Hang on, I can stop the siege. But I just hope he's going to have enough movement, though. That's not bad. But we might be able to crush that army on the outside, though. I've still got plenty of movement with these guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I want to hit that army. If I can crush that in the open field... That would be brilliant. And then they've only got that full stack down in Sparta. So, let's break the siege. Yep, and then we're going to have... Oh, no. Wait, no, hang on. Sorry. We've got it. There we go. Oh my god. There we go. And now that's not going to be able to move. Yep, perfect. So, let's fight this one. 2-star general, 1,000. And we're going to fight this one because it's an ambush. Should be quite quick. The Battle of Sparta. 2 to 8. Let's hit them from all sides and just go, 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 go. Then that's one army done out of the 3. The full stack's in Sparta. And then we'll have the siege of Athens. Those reinforcements, we just want to stop from getting in. Okay, cool. So let's crush this army now. Move up. It's raining, unfortunately, so we can't use our flammable ammunition, which would have been good. Probably would have got this battle done quicker. Damn, so a lot of gamesmanship for this war against Macedon. They're just such a good faction. And they had all of Greece under their control. Okay. It's probably a key family member too. Right, so they're now just melting away. Because they're in ambush stance. Nice victory. Clean little battle. So that's now done. And we should be able to swing that army back to... Wow, 2 full units gone. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we're sieging out there. I can move this army in. And we'll have the Siege of Athens too. I'm getting a better water resolve. We only outnumber them by 2,000. That reinforcing army is going to be the... issue. Alright, only 4 ladders, but let's fight this one on the battlefield. Let's go. Okay, I think deploying from this side is going to be the best play. My reinforcements are deploying from the other side. Alright, let's move on up. And then we'll wait for their reinforcements to trickle in. Okay, so we might be able to engulf a gateway here with 2 units. We'll see. Let's send 2 spearmen units up here. Oh, whoa! They attacked. Oh my god. Why? Oh my god. Okay, so that might be GG's. I didn't realize they deployed behind me, man. What the heck? Alright, okay. Would you believe it? I didn't even see that. Oh, it's far out. So maybe I was better off. Well, it's a meh. I was going to say maybe we're better off deploying where we started on that other side. But if we can crush this armor, okay, we're actually going to stop them getting in though. I've just committed the other guys up to the walls. We just can't lose this. Oh my god. Brutal. This old war with the Macedonians. Okay. Holding for now. doing okay overall. Okay, so they're now pushing up. We just need to try and get the gateway too, though. Okay, so that flank attack didn't seem to
Our men flee the field of
be
battle.
as fruitful for them as I thought. It's actually given us the opportunity to crush them, maybe. Good. I would have absolutely
Our men flee the field of battle.
hated
This is a shameful display.
having to deal with those hoplites in that settlement. Okay, so it was a blessing in disguise.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Must be able to do okay. Alright, what happened over here? 20%? And those units just are like not really doing that well.
Go, horsemen! We'll get them all! Horse!
Okay, they're nearly now crushed. Oh my god. Look, we are progressing, but we're just taking such high casualties. We're just not getting veteran warriors.
Shameful display. Our men flee the field
They just
of
don't
battle.
last that long.
This is a shameful display.
Okay, so the reinforcements have been crushed. Jeez. Yikers.
One of our units has used all its ammunition. Our general has fallen.
Nice. So they've now been wiped. We just need to get that massive reinforcing army on this other side here, I think.
An entire unit has perished.
That would be the play. Because we're not going to be able to open that gateway, unfortunately.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. Our men flee the field of battle.
Okay, so we have progressed a little bit there, but not as much as I'd like. I need to get my skirmishers up on the wall so they can throw their peltasts and peeler and
This is a shameful display.
madness.
The enemy have captured the gates.
Okay. So once we get that gateway under control, we're good. But geez, yeah. Seeing as we're only struggling when there's 10, 15 units or so. When they're embedded with like upwards of 60 units, yeah, not winnable. Especially with this army. No matter
Our men
tactics
flee the field of battle.
will do with
This is a shameful
yeah, no amount of tactics will help with the severe lack of armor. The severe lack of armor that these units have. Now, once we get this gateway, we're going to be able to use this against them, which is great.
We have captured the gates.
I have been playing a lot of Attila recently, but I need to get back into the swing of things. For Rome too. Still so many factions I've yet to play. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Same with questions too. Feel free to ask me anything. I'll try and answer them best I can. Okay, let's try and take this capture point at least. Now they've got that gateway under control. We'll try and get that tower too. So there's still 1, 2 victory points. Okay, I'm seeing these like other banners in the far distance. I think it's mostly ballista units. And then there's the Acropolis. Before Athena is our city once more. Well, for the first time. Can we advance? We're just waiting for this bulk army to come in. Can we push into this town square? Ah, what's that? Oh, that's the general unit. Okay, there's a lot of units there now coming.
One of
Ah,
our units has used all
boom
its
scoot,
ammunition.
abort. Oh my god. Pull back to the gate. We
Our men flee the
Oh my
field of
God.
battle. This is a shameful
I didn't realize they had that many units left. I thought we had them on the back foot. Retreat!
Our men flee the field of
Embrace
battle.
cowardice.
This is a shameful display.
Oh my god. Oh, now they're just like full on coming. Oh my god. Oh, they're gonna take that too. Well, I guess we're baiting them towards the gateway, so that's cool. And the entire army. Just flood everyone in. Go for those citizen cavalry. Just grab everyone. We've got this. We just need a win.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a
Push in with over
shameful
resounding force. Okay, so the general's now coming up too. We're at the stage where we're gonna win. We just need to just throw everyone in. We've got enough volume there to just grab them and go. Oh my god. Hoplites upon hoplites upon hoplites. Always have more, they do. Okay, let's just try and form up here. Oh wow, that's still a decent amount. We'll use the gateway to our advantage and then just get just a skirmish. There's no point of like pushing into those pikemen and hoplites. Just try and skirmish. Oh, nice. Perfect. We just got rid of that general unit there. Maybe that's what we didn't need to do more so of. Okay, they're just like severely wavering now. It's because I think we just sniped their general. You can attack that now though. Skirmish that last two. Nice. And then Athens has fallen to the Thracians. Costly victory. Even though we outnumbered it by 2,000, we definitely needed it. A noble death too. Oh, another king gone. Oh my god. Oh, 7,000 for the sacks, pretty good, but we're going to occupy. We want to try and use those buildings. Okay, so Athens has now fallen. Damn. And then we've got the Macedonians down in Sparta. A full stack there too. I actually feel like I need to sue for peace with them and then bide our time.
Speak, but do not deceive with tricky rhetoric, false logic, or cloying.
And then we'll just build up and we're going to be able to crush them. So we've won that war. There's no way they're going to get that many. And Sparta doesn't have walls, so we should be able to just waltz on in. So we just need to try and burn some turns here now. Yeah, I haven't seen Macedon alive this far south. But yeah, we definitely just need to burn a good 10-15 turns here now. Turtle up. And replenish and repair. Yeah, so the noble death. Oh, we lost the queen too. Huh. Showed the queen animation. That's cool. I don't think I've really seen that one. Okay. Population surplus. Oh, nice. Oh, the Veneti have taken Ida? Yeah, interesting, right. They took out the Dalmate. Okay, so they have pushed up to the border here now. Because the RDI is still still at war with them. But we're just going to have to wait here now. But here is the Daco-Thracian Alliance, the Odrysian Kingdom. Spanning from Dacia to Athens. We're a massive kingdom now. And basically, from this point now, we're just going to really steamroll the campaign once we build back up. Could crush Macedon and then either go west or east. Well, unfortunately on that note, guys, here, I think we're going to wrap up the campaign. Starting from humble beginnings as a small little village in Thrace. Now we are a mighty kingdom. I feel like we have gone past the hard bit now. And we can probably move on to something else. But I'll keep the save file unless you guys want to see another video. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. YouTube memberships are available, of course. And stay tuned for more Total War content on the channel. check out Simpzy Total Warfare for Baldur's Gate, and Simpzy Total Warlord for Baldur's Gate Warfare for CK3 content, and CK3 got 2. If you want to go check those videos out, I've got a Baldur's Gate /RPG channel that I'm running at the moment, and I've got a Crusader Kings channel. So go check out those videos if you want some extra content from me. Alright guys, make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Much love from Australia. Goodbye.